Merry Christmas, everyone. I'm off to explore the city with my family, and I'll show you what I get up to. Hi, everyone. Walking to get lunch and then going to Central Park. It's pretty brisk today, but there's not a lot of people around. Because it's Christmas, a lot of places are closed, but we found this dim sum place that's open. It's really clean. It's in the heart of New York on 40th Street. We went to a place called Dim Sum Sam, and I believe they have 2 locations. We ordered a variety of steamed dumplings, and after our first round, we still weren't full, so we went back for seconds, and this time we got some noodle soup. I was surprised at just how empty the restaurant was, but soon after we started our first round, it was so crowded that there wasn't enough room to sit down. It was a hearty meal, so I'm glad we were able to walk it off on our way to Central Park. There were so many horse-drawn carriages, and it really did look picturesque. One of the iconic bridges was closed for construction, however, the Gapstow Bridge was still open. Hey guys, at Central Park, look, the Plaza Hotel, and then I'm at Gapstow Bridge. If you look into the distance, you can see a long line of people waiting to get into the ice rink. As we made our way to Bethesda Terrace, we also saw this rock that overlooked a lot of Central Park and had a great view of the New York City skyline. The architecture surrounding this terrace was amazing, but there was just way too many people there to actually enjoy it. If I recall correctly, we spent less than 10 minutes at this location before heading back into the city. It would have taken approximately an hour to walk back to the hotel, so we opted for an Uber instead. Just got back to the hotel from a long day of walking through Central Park. It was pretty cold and very crowded. A lot of things, if not all things, are closed in New York, so everyone congregated into Central Park. And I have to say I don't really live up to my expectations. I've been to New York City in the past, never had the opportunity to go into Central Park. This time I did, and I was expecting something much more majestic. It was just so crowded, which I totally understand. The pungent smell of horse manure was everywhere. You could see it all over. I do get the allure of a horse-drawn carriage, but it was just not what I expected. Now I'm going to do some research to see what restaurants are actually open. I tried to make a reservation, but it was just booked out. I'm going to see what I can grab for dinner tonight. I'll probably Uber Eats or just run out and get something. Decided to go to Bryant Park again, but this time at night. We took a very long detour walking through the park before finally finding dinner. Morning, everyone. 5th day here in New York. Time's flying by. We're headed to the Flatiron Building, then to Hudson Yards, and we'll get some freedom too. I didn't realize just how close Madison Square Park was to our hotel. And truth be told, I actually prefer this over Central Park. It was quiet, serene, and I could actually hear my thoughts. If it weren't so cold, I would have loved to grab a quick meal and just enjoy it in the park. Just went to Madison Square Park, and now I'm at the Flatiron Building. Fun fact about me, I love shopping at Trader Joe's. And if you weren't already aware, each city has their own unique Trader Joe's bag. So of course, I had to pop in and grab my very own. By now, we were pretty much starving, so we went to Chelsea Market. I read rave reviews about very fresh noodles, so my mom and boyfriend got food there. I opted for Mediterranean elsewhere in Chelsea Market. Guys, so I'm at Chelsea Market. I stood in line for about 30 minutes to get my food, but finally secured. I would say this place is pretty cool and hip, definitely for millennials and younger. Would we go back? Probably not. This is Little Island. After admiring the architectural wonder of the little island, we hopped onto the High Line. It was much more crowded than the sidewalk below. The High Line is such a scenic path, and I love how it is elevated above ground so you can capture those picture-perfect moments of New York. We soon arrived at Hudson Yards, where we were greeted immediately by the vessel. It's such an incredible structure. It really reminds me of a pine cone instead of a beehive. It's really unfortunate that it shut down, but I understand why they had to do it. Just got dinner and some drinks. It's a rainy day here in New York. I'm getting lunch right now. We'll see what today leads to because it's going to rain a lot. We got baked empanadas. Since the Empire State Building was so close to our hotel, I decided to wear my heeled combat boots. If you get tickets to the top of the Empire State Building, do be sure that you arrive only 15 minutes ahead of your scheduled time. We arrived a little bit too early and they would not let us up. I entered this elevator simulation when there was no one around, and right as I turned, there were so many people just looking at me. There was a King Kong hand photo op area, so of course I had to strike a silly pose. There was an interactive ceiling all the way to the top of the Empire State Building, and we got there pretty quickly. As soon as we exited the elevator, we could feel this shrill, sharp wind just striking our face. It was definitely cold, but the air felt so fresh compared to what we felt below the concrete jungle. I made it to the top of the Empire State Building. You can walk around the entirety of this floor and get a 360 view of New York City. We went on a pretty cloudy day, but I actually think it was better. We could see the fog rolling in, and sometimes it obstructed the view of the entire building. The Statue of Liberty is right there. We unfortunately did not have enough time to see Lady Liberty up close. However, we do plan on making another trip out sometime in the near future. And of course, I wouldn't be an actual tourist if I didn't get a souvenir mug. Wearing my Michael Kors combat boots, stockings from Wolford, my pleated midi skirt. I'm also wearing a puffer by Michael Kors and also just a cable knit turtleneck. I'm really not wearing anything else, and I've been warm in New York. I also have my crossbody, my handy dandy Marc Jacobs. Hi guys, accidentally ventured to Hudson Yards late at night. It's beautiful, but it is raining. I preferred walking around Hudson Yards at night, especially around the vessel, because it was so empty. Maybe it was void of people because of the rain, but it was much more enjoyable. Just got back to the hotel. We wanted something warm, so I got Indian food. It's a place called Patiala. I'm hoping it's good. And we also got another cake from Terrace. We're near Koreatown, so this was one of the most convenient places to get cake. I still want my babka at Bread's Bakery. We are moving hotels tomorrow to be closer to Times Square for the ball drop. I'm excited but sad to leave this place. It's been a really nice day. I mean, we have this living room area, an incredible view, and a separate bedroom. We won't have that at the place we're going to, but I'm excited to be close to the action. So now I'm gonna enjoy dinner with my family and just kick back and relax and probably pack. We got the chicken tikka masala as well as chicken korma, and it was pretty good. We also ate cake afterwards, and then I jumped into a bath. I hope you've been enjoying my New York City vlogs. This is part 2, and I have 2 more parts coming your way. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time.